Hello, spiritual gangsters, and welcome back to the final episode of 2025. I'm your host, Amanda Pieraldi, and wow, we made it. This episode isn't about hustle. It's not about doing more. It's not about fixing yourself or becoming some upgraded version of who you already are. This episode is about pausing, reflecting, and breathing it all in, and intentionally closing this chapter with gratitude before we even think about what comes next. So wherever you are right now, if you're walking, driving, folding laundry, or just sitting in the quiet, I invite you to slow down with me for just a few minutes. This is a soft landing for your nervous system, a gentle exhale at the end of the year. Honoring the year you actually lived. Before we talk about intention, we need to talk about honesty. Not the highlight reel version of the year, not the filtered, polished, Instagram caption-ready version, the real one. The year where you showed up on the days you didn't want to. The year where you carried things no one else could see. The year where you kept going, even when you felt tired, uncertain, or stretched thin. And maybe this year held growth. Maybe it held grief. Maybe it held endings you didn't ask for and beginnings you weren't prepared for. Whatever it held, this year deserves to be honored. So instead of asking, was it a good year or a bad year? I want you to ask, what did this year teach me about myself? Because even the hardest seasons leave behind wisdom. You learned what you can survive. You learned where your boundaries needed to strengthen. You learned what no longer fits and what absolutely does. That matters. Gratitude without bypassing. Let's talk about gratitude, but let's do it honestly. Gratitude is not pretending everything was easy. It's not minimizing pain, and it's definitely not forcing positivity when your heart needed compassion. True gratitude says, I can acknowledge the hard and still appreciate what carried me through. So today, we're not just grateful for the wins, we're grateful for the lessons, the resilience, the moments you didn't quit, the strength you didn't realize you had until you needed it. Maybe you're grateful for your body because it kept going. Maybe you're grateful for your breath because it grounded you in moments of overwhelm. Maybe you're grateful for the people who stayed, and maybe you're equally grateful for the ones who left because their leaving made space for peace. Gratitude doesn't erase the past, it integrates it. Releasing what you're not carrying forward. Before we set intentions, we need to release what doesn't get to come with us. You are not obligated to bring old versions of yourself into a new year. You don't have to carry old guilt, old stories, old expectations, old pressure to be everything for everyone. This is your permission slip to lay it down. Ask yourself, what am I done carrying? Not because you failed, but because you've grown. Letting go is not weakness, it's wisdom. Setting intentions that feel like alignment. Now let's talk intention, not goals, not resolutions, not rules. Intentions are about how you want to feel. Instead of asking, what do I want to achieve? Ask, how do I want to move through my days? What energy do I want to bring into my life? What do I want to protect? Maybe your intention is peace. Maybe it's confidence. Maybe it's softness. Maybe it's discipline with compassion. You don't need a long list. One clear intention, deeply embodied, is more powerful than a dozen goals driven by pressure. Let your intentions feel supportive, not heavy. A moment of reflection. If you can, take a breath with me right now. Inhale slowly, and exhale fully. Silently reflect on these prompts. One thing I'm proud of this year is. One way I showed up for myself is. And one intention I'm carrying forward is. No judgment, no overthinking, just truth. Stepping forward as a spiritual gangster. As we close out this year, I want you to remember this. You don't need to become someone new to move forward. You're already becoming through awareness, intention, and self-trust. Gratitude grounds you, intention guides you, and presence anchors you in who you are becoming. So as you step into the new year, do it gently. Do it consciously. Do it as the spiritual gangster you already are. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you for growing alongside me this year. Until next time, keep living as a spiritual gangster, or better yet, like the spiritual gangster you already are.